My JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind Master set is unfortunately missing a lot of cards. Thankfully, I do have a full case here of the reprint version to go ahead and open on up and fill up a ton of these missing spaces. So let's go ahead and see what we can find and hopefully get some sick cards to fill out my collection. For my JoJo English Master set, I am working on completing one of every single card in Golden Wind, although I think they might have reprinted the trial decks as well, and I really don't feel like chasing down another trial deck Giorno in silver, although I did make the spot for it. So that, we might abort that chase. But I did get a whole case of reprints because I figured we should get almost every single regular JoJo rare, and hopefully I can high roll which hits we get. Like ideally Trish and Giorno for the regular SPs. I do believe they are the most expensive. And then I would prefer to get the Giorno SSP over the Bruno SSP or a Diavolo secret rare. But I will take as much as I can get here, because I am needing every single silver card. Thankfully, I do have a full set of Stardust Crusaders. I did complete that. There was no reprint on that in different colors. But the JoJo foils, they look so good. I really love how Weiss did this with the... Sorry, I also didn't have my binder fully laid out. With the quotes in Japanese. They look really nice with the JoJo rares, which is why, unfortunately, reprints ended up being a big undertaking for me because they're silver. So they are very different. They're very different. It's not just the SPs being different color like Weiss normally has for reprint sets. So, yes, I am Abdul. But so that's really fun. And then I'm still missing a ton. I didn't open up too much of the Stone Ocean extra boosters. This is something I'll definitely pick off in singles because the cards, for the most part, outside of the Jolene, are really cheap. But yeah, I did complete Stardust Crusaders. Still have a lot to go here, which I will do all singles. This, though, I figured it was worth the chance when I had the opportunity to buy a whole case about a year ago. This video has been sitting around for a long time. Like, I'm just recording it now, as you guys can see. But this case, which I got, which was opened, but it was a sealed case, and then it was opened to count for inventory. It's like there's 16 boxes in a case. Why did you open it? But it's whatever. I got this when the reprint released, which was maybe almost a year and a half ago. Oh my goodness. My plan was for this video as we go along for me to sleeve up what I need as I got it and put it in the binder, but I couldn't find my Giorno sleeves. I'm actually using these fancy Japanese Giorno sleeves for my binder, so I couldn't find those and I wanted to just get started ripping. So I will just set them off to the side and deal with it later. Now, I only need the foils. I do have a full set of all the commons, uncommons, rares, climax commons, and double Rs. So I will actually be listing all of my extras, which theoretically we shouldn't have any duplicate JoJo rares, but if we do, I'll list that as well. On my TCG Player store, I'll link that in the description down below. So if anyone's looking to maybe play the sets, there should be, with a case, there should be like 2 play sets at least worth of cards. So if you need singles, regular singles from the set, I'll have those available. I don't know if those will be listed today by video upload day, but I will try my best. So anyways, 16 boxes of reprints. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. See, I want to know what's going to last the longest. My ability to sit still or my lack of headache from the wig. Because I feel like both are in danger. Okay, so interesting. So these actually have the promo cards in it. Last reprint product I opened up was Freerun, which didn't have promos in the reprint boxes. Which I saw they're doing a second reprint of Freerun with blue signatures, and they added a Yubel SP. So that's kind of crazy. I've never seen them do it another special edition reprint with blue signatures. They went gold, silver, and then blue, and they added cards to it. It's like a deluxe reprint. Oh, and my binder fell over. No! Don't want to accidentally hit it with the chair. Oh, chair cameo. You guys can see my little chair. All right. Also, my top keeps getting weird. So you might see me fidget with that a little bit. It's because this is a weird amalgamation of clothes to make it look like Trish. But anyways, let's see what we can find here. I also am curious how long it'll take before I give up on sorting. Sorting out everything. But we should go decently fast since I already have most of these cards. But yeah, I'm hoping we get some really nice stuff. But I did get to go to the JoJo Caravan. If you guys missed that video, I will link it up there at some point. I don't know if the pop-up will be exactly now, because when I'm editing, I might not remember that I said that, and then might not be able to put the link there. But I will definitely get that linked up at some point for you guys, or it's also the second most recent video on my channel if you guys are watching when this video is brand new. So that was fun. I went to the Kinokuniya store in Atlanta. The art exhibit is not yet here. That should be coming to Atlanta, I believe, at the first 2 weeks of May. So I will definitely have to swing by again and go see that. But I love that store so much. So much fun. We have something. Is that Bruno SSP already? It is! Bruno! Very cool. So I don't have this one in English or Japanese. But you know what? I think that marks me safe from getting Diavolo. Which... cool card, but I do believe that is the cheapest high foil in this one for like SSPs and higher. Now, I think there might be a chance we still get a Diavolo, but there should be no chance that this was a Giorno unless I was lied to about this case. But this is cool. This is actually my first time pulling a Bruno. This is my first time pulling a Bruno. First issuance of Golden Wind when it came out, I opened either 2 or 3 cases of Golden Wind when it was gold, first edition, and I pulled two Giorno SSPs. I pulled one for the shop I used to work at, and then I pulled one for someone in a personal. So I never pulled a Bruno before, so that's cool. I'm very happy with that. Like I said, Giorno I think is the most expensive, but honestly, all these cards are so expensive. They're all so expensive. Even on release, they were pretty expensive, but the longer I wait, the more expensive it gets with Weiss, just because it's kind of hard to find. So these boxes should have 1 or 2 foils. Cases should have, I want to say, 2 or 3 more SPs on top of this SSP. I think it's probably going to be 2 SPs in the 1 SSP, but we shall see by the time we are done. Like I said, I need every single foil. I need every single foil in this set. Even if I have it in gold, it's going to be different. Yeah, I'm surprised. I did take a Tylenol because I felt it coming on. I had a bit of a snack break. I heated up some dinosaur nuggets in my air fryer like a mature grown adult after I recorded the other video and had that scheduled because I'm recording them on the same day. And I'm surprised my head doesn't feel like it's going to explode yet. I have like a ticking time bomb whenever I wear a wig because at some point I will get a headache. So... we'll see, hopefully. If like you skip ahead in the video and like I'm just normal, that's what happened. I hope I can survive though. I think I'll stick it out no matter what. But I'm happy to be finally opening this up. I also need to... my friend was gonna let me borrow their Netflix password, and then they're like, well, it's my mom's account technically, so let me ask my mom first. And I'm like, man, I might get Netflix. I don't know if I can wait. I've heard the episode's really good. I'm excited. I like just enjoying things. I've been trying to inject whimsy into my life rather than being stressed. Like, I have a lot of things to be stressed out about, but I'm just trying to take it easy. I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm trying to get off of the internet as someone who's like, now their full-time job is just like being on the internet. I'm trying to... like, not scroll through stuff on Reddit or Instagram or, you know, it's like, yeah, you gotta look at the news to kind of like be aware. But at some point, getting more information isn't helpful. And it just, to me, it just makes me sad. And I'm just trying to get out of that funk. I've been reading a lot more of my manga lately, just having a good time, you know, in bed. I'm like, this is so much fun. It's like, I don't know why I stopped. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes having too much information kind of sucks the joy out of life, and then you're just kind of like paralyzed. At least for me. I don't know if anyone else experiences that. That's just my experience. I'm just trying to have more fun. Be like, yeah, anime, read them books, collect them cards, you know, just have a good time. So, Google. I think that the short hair, even though it's like not the right Trish haircut, it's like appropriate length. I think it actually looks good. My eyebrows are not pink, as I'm sure a decent amount of you noticed. My eyebrows are not pink. I did try to make my eyebrows pink. I tried, and by we got something else shiny here. And by tried, I mean I put eyeshadow primer on my eyebrows. We got SS. Dude, I'm forgetting the names of these stands because they didn't get the licensing to use band names, obviously. See, they're silver, so it's different. It's different than the one that I already have. Anyway, so I loaded up my eyebrows with eyeshadow primer. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Because I know when people cover their eyebrows for makeup, you gotta use like the Elmer's glue stick, the purple one, and you gotta like glue them down, and then you're supposed to like super powder it, and like then you draw them. I can't do that. I was like, what if I just put eyeshadow primer on my eyebrows and then put eyeshadow on my eyebrows? Like, does that do anything? And the answer was it did nothing. Except my eyebrows were sticky and goopy, and I was like, all right, let's wipe that off. I tried somewhat not to have pink eyebrows today, but alas, we don't have pink eyebrows. I feel like it makes it almost look like this isn't normal hair, but maybe it could like pass as like bleached top layer dyed pink, because I feel like it doesn't look bad. Like, I feel like it doesn't actually look horrible. I balanced it a bit better on my head than I did the Nico Robin wig recently. I like it though. I was thinking about it. I was looking in the mirror and I was like, this wig's actually multi-purpose. We're getting into box 2, by the way. This wig's multi-purpose because it would also fit Allylotl from Code Lyoko if I ever got a Code Lyoko cosplay going. It's also the right length for that and the right color, so. I will say, I would need to find a different solution for the shirt because this 2 layers of different clothing is not working. Especially because only one part of it is strapless and then the other one isn't. So there's like a strap I keep having to hide. And I was like, at what point do I give up? I haven't gotten to the giving up point yet. I want it to look decent. This also wasn't planned. This was me. I don't like shopping on Amazon. However, there are many a times when I'm like, I want to dress up for a video that I'm doing within the next 2 days. Let me go find some clothes that look like they would work. And then I'm like, all right, Amazon, can you get here tomorrow? And then I get stuff and I put it together and then it looks decent. So I had this. I've had this for years now. But I put it together. Sometimes you just, you know, you aren't paying attention and you just don't, and then you're like, stuff sneaks up on you. Prosciutto. And then, you know, it's like, yeah, theoretically I could have planned this out months in advance when, you know, March 19th was announced for Steel Ball Run, but I didn't. I did it a couple days ago. I was like, you know, it'd be fun. What if I go get merch? And then I do another video on that case that I have laying around. But anyway, I'm here. I'm opening the case. Yippee! And I'm still paranoid. I keep looking over to see if the audio gets weird. I'm also paranoid with longer videos because I think this is my first time doing a longer video at home. Sometimes when I would do lengthy videos, I gotta make sure there's enough PC storage. Because sometimes it makes the PC, it's too fat, and then the OBS crashes. So I keep looking over at the monitor to make sure everything's okay. You're like, what does she keep looking at? I'm looking at the monitor. My monitor's over here. It's funny, at the old shop, my monitor used to be over there, so I'd always look this way in videos. Now I'm always looking on this way. But that's why I want to stream this weekend. I asked on Wednesday if you guys would like to see me play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I've been thinking about it, playing some Master Duel on stream. Seemed like you guys voted yes. No one said no. Either you didn't answer my question, which is fine, or you said yes. So I just, you know, if I don't want to be like this profile the entire time, I got to figure out if I want to move stuff. The problem is I find it kind of difficult to get everything level. So it's like, I don't really want to touch it right now. I don't want to move you. I don't want to move you. See, we'll see. I could also just be the alley, the creature. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, try and hop on live sometime this weekend with some gaming. What we got here? Don't remember the names of these stands in English. I wonder. I mean, I don't remember them in Japanese either. I just don't remember their names, like off the top of my head with the abbreviations. I remember when I was watching part 1 and part 2, when they didn't change the name of like cars in AC/DC with subtitles, right? Cars was just KARS, which I think is how he's kind of Romanized in the translations anyways. Then AC/DC was EI, like AC/DC, not like the letters. So I didn't even realize it. Like, I knew that stands were like band names, but somehow hearing AC/DC didn't work in my head that they're saying AC/DC. So I don't know. I'm not remembering looking at these abbreviations. And I don't know how some of them even got turned into in English. Like, I think for Sex Pistols, I think it's SB. I think they put Sex Bullets. But these other ones, like, this is Emperor Crimson. I know that. Like, PS. Like, they changed it to Purple Smoke, but he's like Purple Rain, right? TF, I don't know what TF was. I don't remember. Fake fan, canceled, poser. Not real. Wow, first box with the Bruno SSP is pretty crazy. Kind of sets us up for the rest of this opening being a little boring. There's no will she, won't she pull an SSP. It's just boom, done in box 1 of 16. Which I'm not complaining, because then I know that I didn't miss a hit, right? If the hits all come out at the beginning, I know I'm not missing anything. So it's like relieving. You know, sometimes when you're doing a full case opening and you're chasing that case hit and it's not there and you're down to like the last 2 boxes, it's like heart palpitations. It's like, oh my goodness. You know, especially for me, where I would open stuff for other people. Like, if the case happened to be missing something, I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna think I'm scamming. Like, you know, it's like, where is it? You know? But I think when the last time I was missing a case hit was. Not really on Weiss. I know sometimes there's issues. I've heard that the Fairy Tale set that came out recently has been having some collation issues, which is unfortunate. That's a set that seems cool. I was interested in it. I don't have any of the original Fairy Tale cards. Like, they're just hard to find. And even when I was getting into Weiss, I remember when I was on vacation with my mom a long time ago in Canada, the same shops that I was looking at, like, boxes for like $85 of like Noble Victories, where I was like, oh, I want it. I want a box. And then I didn't do it, you know, and black and white boxes were super cheap. But they also had these Fairy Tale boxes, and I was like, oh, I don't know enough about Fairy Tale. I'm not as into it. Because I grew up, okay, Anime Awakening for Ally. The first 2 manga volumes I ever read was Angelic Layer number 3 and Rave Master 2. So I'm more of a Rave Master fan than I am Fairy Tale. But I would say at this point in my life, I think I remember more about Fairy Tale than I remember about Rave Master. But so I never got any of the original Fairy Tail White set because I was like, But then when I came back around several years later, and I was getting into more TCG stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, I've seen these cards around. Like, oh yeah, they made the Fairy Tail set. And then I was like, how much are those cards? And then I looked them up, and I don't know if they're still super expensive anymore. Man, they were super, super expensive at one point. I think maybe the decks were playable. Is not all Weiss sets are created equally. Some are just expensive because it's popular characters, and some are extra expensive because it's popular characters and the cards are good. Like not every Weiss set is good, but there's a fan out there for every set, I will say. One thing I saw was interesting is there's Weiss Uma Musume coming, and also Union Arena Uma Musume, which I thought was interesting. Both Bandai and Bushiroad had the licensing for that. But speaking of Union Arena, I did today, actually, on my way back from Kinokuniya, there's a Barnes & Noble I like to check because that's actually where I found that Ascended Heroes ETB that I've opened on the channel. I've had good luck finding stuff at that Barnes & Noble, and I just swing by. I like going and looking anyways, seeing if there's any cool new books, maybe get a coffee, you know, check for my bi-monthly rock magazine, which, you know, it's almost the end of March. The March-April edition of Rocks and Minerals Scientific Magazine is not out yet. I can't find it anywhere. But I found some Pokemon. I found some more Pokemon, so we might have some Pokemon next week. And I also found some solo leveling sleeve boosters. There was no limit on it, but I didn't want to be that person, so I was like, can I have like 5? So I'm not sure if that'll be its own video because it's just 5 packs, but I might next week just do a video like, oh my god, I farmed a Barnes & Noble with my Pokemon and stuff, so we'll see. It's hard kind of planning ahead because like I have a bunch of stuff just waiting to be opened. But I also am like, oh, I want to open new stuff so people care more. I'm trying to I'm view maxing. Pesci, an FM fisherman, right? Pesci has the Beach Boys, right? And they changed it to Fishermen. If I think Pesci is like the weirdest looking dude. Well, not even. Weirdest looking dude in JoJo that has more than like 1 episode of screen time, maybe. He's got a very oblong shaped head. He looks like a plant, like you'd pluck him out of the ground. I'm starting to get cold, also. I also feel like I'm running out of things to say. I am so not used to doing longer videos like this anymore. Oh my goodness. Right, let me see if I can find things to talk about. This pack feels weirdly heavy. More Bruno? Something Bruno related here. Either SP or this card, the JoJo Rare. The character ones where they're like leaning in are pretty expensive. At least in the gold ones. I'm not sure on the silvers. I will say, when I bought the case, I stopped looking at singles. I haven't looked. I'm too scared to look. It doesn't get green screened. Also, I find it funny that this is like natural colored. This looks pale though. This camera's correct today, because I have it at a fixed warmth. I look extra pale on this view. I think it's because the matte has a lot of yellow in it. So it's... But this is right. I've made this the proper skin tone for me, but I think it still adjusts like how I kind of look depending on like what colors I'm wearing. Like, you know, color theory and all that. So that's fixed. And then I was having audio issues. But what I did, because I'm so big brain, I thought it was there's a bit of still like kind of a hiss, or like a crackle. It sounded more like a hiss, but then I was like, what if it is just a crackle? So last video, I apologize if you guys have like your super expensive speakers or headphones and you're hearing like some funkiness. I think because I've tested a few times. Now that doesn't mean it didn't start being weird like randomly in the video. But what I did in my geniusness, I was like, you know what I used to do with the weird audio issues? I unplug it and I plug it back into the Focusrite thing. That's what I did. Because I was like, what if it's like actually just like the static precursor? Because I have the same microphone that I had at Cards HQ here, because I like that mic a lot. It's better in a solo environment for sure, but it still gets pretty good audio quality with me not having to like eat the mic, right? Like the mic's better than my zoom in length of the playmat. Like a foot away from my mouth right now. Okay, because I'm really zoomed, because Japanese, oop, wrong way. Japanese playmats are weird sizes. Like this JoJo mat is really skinny this way, but he's taller this way. Like I know I don't have him pulled all the way up, but then the thing is then you cut off like their hair. I thought this was like better framing for being zoomed in. But it's like a weird size. I have so many playmats that are weird sizes. But I thought it would be apt to use the JoJo mat today. I do also have the Golden Wind carton topper mat from the first print run. So the new print run, the reprint also doesn't have any like bonus playmats. So I'm a little surprised that these had promos. Like I have the full set of promos. I don't need any of them. Like I said, I'm pre-sorting the cards here because I'll have to sort them at some point. I just need the foils. So for me, so far, out of all of these cards we've opened in 3 boxes, I have 4 cards! Yay! We've had 2 2-box hits and 1 1-box. There should be about 8 2 hits and 8 single hit boxes. Hopefully, if we get more of one, we get more of the double hit boxes, but I'm expecting an even split. You can always tell at the end by just counting everything up. But we are now a quarter of the way through. We have our first Trish promo. I guess she has more of a mullet. Just the big swoop here, too. Maybe theoretically I could... Oh, my scalp! No, never mind. We're not doing that. Don't look... No, never mind. I was gonna say, maybe I could, like, style it. That's why I had it up so high. It's like they're like tickling my eyes. The hair. I don't know if like I should be trimming the bangs on my wigs. I always have them up high because then otherwise it's like I can't see. Like if I put this at my real hairline, I can't see. And then it like it makes my nose tickle. So I just push back my hairline. You know, something everyone loves doing, right? Everyone loves just pushing back their hairline. Hashtag hair privileged. I don't use hashtags anymore in 2026. I noticed when I tried to spam tag stuff on Instagram, Instagram only lets you do 5 hashtags anymore. I was like, what? That's lame. I'm just trying to keyword spam, man. I mean, increase my reach, bro. Brostagram. I think my first ever Weiss case I did was JoJo. I think I did it in batches of 4 boxes. I think I stretched it into 4 videos. I'm trying to remember. I know I wore this. I know I wore that. I'm trying to think. I think it was 4 parts. So it would have been 4 parts of 4 boxes. 16 divided by 4 is 4. I am craving an SP. We hit box 1. We haven't hit since. I want more goods. I want the goods. The SPs, I think, look nicer, in my opinion, than the SSPs. But of course, the SSPs are more rare. I mean, still nice. I like the background texture with the floral on the Bruno there. But we have Naranja. Real Hunter. Naranja. I was like, is it the Naranja SP? No, it's just the regular JoJo rare. I did clear off a portion of my desk. I have a 3-row next to me. So I think I'll tidy up a little bit after we're done with this box. Just so we have a clean slate, because this pile's getting kind of high. Look at it. Look how high this pile's gotten, perspective-wise. Crimson. The frog phone. Dude, this guy, weird. This guy, so weird. That's not even like a hot take or anything. That episode was so weird. Which is something you can say about every JoJo episode, but that one in particular, this is something else. Predator of the waters. Embodiment of justice. Oh. Alright, box 4 is a single hit box. We are even so far on those totals, right? Yeah. No? Huh? Hold on. I'm confusing myself. We've had 5. So we've had 4 single hit box. Huh? Single hit? I thought we had 2. I must have yapped so much that 2 boxes blended together. Because unless I didn't sleeve something, which wouldn't make any sense. We do have 4 regular JoJo rares and 1 SSP, which is crazy that that's our spread so far. These piles, I think I can keep. I say I think I can keep as if I'm not the one making every single decision here. Like, yeah, I can keep it. It's my pile. I can also just move it. Like, huh? Oh, I need more caffeine. You guys ever drink caffeine and then it makes you more tired? Because I think that's what this one's doing to me. The Cosmic Stardust is like cosmic sleep dust. It's put me to sleep. This one tastes like Skittles. It's good. Good. All right, time to lock in on our pulls. All right, we got something here. Doing Seeds of Despair. We also haven't hit any Climax JoJo rares yet. Golden Wind Requiem. Speaking of, well, there we have one. Unflinching Spirits. They look nice with the silvers. I don't know if I like silver or gold more. I feel like I'm partial to gold because it's the first edition, but I really don't think the silvers look bad at all. It's me. Yo. That card's crazy. That uncommon. It's so crazy. And teachings. Within the darkness. What else should I talk about? I guess now would be a good time to see if you all would like to see any particular combo cosplay openings, since I am really bad about preparing ahead of time. If there's something coming up that you guys would like to see me open in cosplay, let me know in the comments below. I do have, like I said, I have a lot of stuff here that I'm piling up to make videos. Next week, I was hoping, as Pop Century comes out next week, I was hoping maybe to grab a box of Pop Century, but what if it's bad? What if it's bad? Like, I lucked out hardcore. That McDonald's box is really good. So I made my money back and then some on the McDonald's box. But like Pop Century, either you win or you get wrecked hardcore. And I don't want to get wrecked. Especially because it would be such a short video, right? With 6 cards. They're doing it the 4 autos and the 2 proofs again this year for Pop Century. I think it's like $3.30 a box. We'll see. I might grab a Pop Century next week, but I'm a little undecided on that, honestly. We shall see. Hand clipping out of frame when I go like this. Oh, well, it's on this side. It's more awkward when I clip out on this side. But this one, it's like, oh, it's just I'm off the side of the video. But not as awkward. I'm gonna have so many pack wrappers, because it's what, 20 packs a box in these? 16 boxes a case, 20 a box. It's 20 times 16 packs that I'm gonna have to pick off the floor. See, the pack carnage was the friends we made along the way. What? That doesn't make sense. The pack carnage has always been with me, except now it's just in my house. Pack carnage, pack carnage, pack carnage. Alrighty. That was a 2-hit box. Get those piles. Well, I guess some of them are falling into the case. As I take boxes out, there's more room for stuff to fall in there. We shall see. Google promo. Theoretically, we should get 2 of each promo. I don't really think that it's collated like that. I think it's just random, but there should be 7 promos in the set. Number 3, Mista number 1, Narancha number 4, Jorno number 2, Trish number 7, yeah. So there's 7. We've already got the Fugo duplicate. Like I said, I have them all already. I'm just curious if we can get 2 complete sets out of the 16 boxes or not. We'll see. We'll see. Because I don't even think this is the first full Weiss case on the channel. We got Erase, World, Emperor, Crimson, JoJo Rare. I had forgotten that a friend let me open their whole case of slime. I think it was slime. Is there slime or quintuplets here on the channel in the past? When I was looking through, because I think I might go through and update some of the descriptions and stuff to kind of align with the way everything kind of looks now. I'm just gonna do some edits like that, fix up the playlists, maybe fix some titles and things on my ever-expanding to-do list. Just so that way, because I really like, you know, there's videos, even, you know, because the way it's like now, it's right, it's like a 2 hours yap fest. If I say something awkward, like at box number, even if it's box number 1, if it's the first pack, if I say something, I'm like, I don't like how that sounded, or, oh, there's dead air here and it's making me anxious, or like, oh, I wish I could reshoot that. Like, today's intro was a problem because the outfit kept being weird, and I was like, dude, I'll figure it out. I took like 10 takes, and if I don't like the way it comes out, I don't like the way it comes out. It's whatever. Like, I gotta get rolling, man. I got things to do. And I'll never be able to make it absolutely perfect, so I just kind of got to do it. But I want to be able to look back at all the content that I've done here on this channel and be able to be like, I like this video. I like it. I've been quite proud of all the videos I've been doing recently. I feel like I've had a lot more fun doing them. I feel like I've been able to make a process where I find it more enjoyable. I'm doing it because I want to. And unfortunately, when I was really strict on my Tuesday, Thursday schedule, it was like, you know, oh, I gotta crap out a video for tomorrow. It's Monday. I gotta make a video for tomorrow. So there are some videos that I just don't like. I just don't feel fit. I won't delete anything. Some stuff might get jammed into unlisted playlists. Stuff that I'm not like super crazy about, but I want to just be able to like look at the channel as like a body of my work and be like, I'm happy with this. But I might just like make some, you know, like keyword data and stuff like that edits. Maybe spruce up some thumbnails. If you're like, oh, why does stuff look different around here? That's me. I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I want to. Not because I feel like I have to, but because I want to. I want to be able to be like, yeah, this is my cool content, and not just like the stuff with the nice thumbnails from like the past like 6 months. So, plus I think it'd be fun to like kind of try and get creative with it. Just for how much can I actually make things look different with my tools that I have in like, you know, my limited photo editing ability. And I should have all the original files, but like I have only to work with the files, like that one picture. Like now what I do, I used to take my thumbnails, I would just record a video, like posing and stuff, and then I would play back the video and I would screenshot. And then that would be the picture I would use for the thumbnails. It's very rudimentary, like it got the job done. But now it's like, I'll take pictures on my phone, I'll take several pictures, and then because when I take pictures on my phone, they're all flipped, right? So sometimes I like the way it looks, the way I take it, and then I flip the image so it's actually like what you guys see what I look like, and I'm like, ugh, I don't like it. I don't like how I look. And it's like, that's what I look like. I'm used to seeing myself backwards, right? Whether it's in the mirror, or it's in the camera, you know? I can't see this. I don't have my glasses on. I see pink. You know? So sometimes I don't like the way the photo looks in its proper orientation. I like the way it looks backwards, so sometimes that takes a while. But then I get to play with like the background and different objects and like moving things, and we'll see. That wraps off that box. I think that'd be a fun little project. Right now, right, the important thing is for me, my important goal is to just keep putting out content that I deem to be good in some form, whether it's like, that was funny, or like, damn, that box is cracked. You know, good is different and subjective. But, and then that's kind of like not as important. It's just because I want to. What's more important to me is keeping to a consistent basis. So, I think a lot of you would agree with that too. That's just something I think would be fun, you know, as I'm like listening to something, you know, a podcast or speaking of podcasts, I'm kind of over the like true crime stuff. I feel like at this point it's all recycled, which is terrible to say, but you know, it's not like I don't want more bad things to happen to people to make interesting videos, but I feel like I've kind of exhausted my different channels that I feel treat the cases with respect that I want to listen to. I'm kind of over it. So now I'm getting into like different other like YouTube video essays. And I spent a couple days last week while I was really doing a lot of like listing and sorting and like with cards for TCG Player, because it's like you don't need to take pictures like you do when you list stuff on eBay. I didn't realize how many video game Kickstarter scams there were. I knew about the Puff Pals. Look, I thought it was cute. I thought they're cute. I was like, oh, they make plushies. Like, they gotta be real. I got scammed. I didn't know there was more than that. Like, I was listening to this one about a crazy guy that, like, was trying to make a space game and, like, claimed he was working with NASA and then was trying to funnel that into, like, making a private citizen fund to, like, build his own space program. Like, I was like, what? Or just all kinds of different stuff. It's like, I know there's a lot of, like, TCGs that go to Kickstarter, and then people try to speculate on what's going to become the next Magic or Pokemon, and then the game dies in, like, a year. But I didn't know, like, Kickstarter video game lore. Which it stinks, because, you know, a lot of people use Kickstarter to, like, actually fund projects that they care about, and other people are just like, yeah. Like, it seemed like it'd be the equivalent of me being like, yeah, let me make a Kickstarter to, like, start my own, like, giant breaking business. What? There's something absolutely crazy that's not possible to be achieved with the skill set, like, of, like, one person. But there's been a lot of games, apparently, too, on Kickstarter that have been successful. But that's just something I didn't know about, and I thought was quite interesting. Some of you have suggested before, like, a couple channels where they go into, like, speedrun cheating, which I've listened to a few of those. I'm worried I'm starting to run out of things to listen to again. The problem is, as I consume passively, I wouldn't say I'm, like, actively watching these things. I would say I'm passively consuming too much YouTube. Like, I feel like running out of things to watch on YouTube is a sentence that should never be uttered. Like, that just doesn't make sense. But in terms of stuff that I have met that, like, I'm enjoying, I feel like I'm running out of things to watch again. I'm sure I'll go down some other crazy rabbit hole. Ideally not too crazy. Medium crazy level. The guy trying to build his own space program through Kickstarter crazy level is like where I'm at. Before you guys start suggesting videos on how to equalize your audio, how to set your camera color temperature. Allie, you should watch those. Be like, no. No. I refuse. And then be like, oh, I don't have time. What? I like tinkering with it. The problem is sometimes I tinker too much and make it worse, and then it makes me mad, and then I just don't want to do it anymore. And then it's like, I'll get back to it, and then I forget to get back to it, and then it's like, ooh, I forgot to do that. Ooh, now I gotta record. Now it just kind of looks like this. Which I think it looks good right now. I think it looks good. Like I said, the part that looks pasty is this camera. But Dude, I wish right now, I wish Trish wore a jacket. I'm cold. I'm getting real cold. It's so weird because I'm usually extremely hot sitting here. It's because the poles are too cold. We need to get some fire. We are on box. This is box 7 we're finishing up here. Halfway through. We got Eternal Ruler. We had what? 2 Emperor Crimsons this box? So far, just the Bruno SSP, box 1. Final form. Narancha. So 7 boxes in. We do have, yeah, 9. 9. So we've had 2 hit boxes, and that's it. Ooh. Ooh, that's rough. That's pretty rough. Box number 8. Baccio. There's second Baccio. We have what? 2 Fugos, 2 Baccios now? He's number 6. We're just missing the Bruno promo. Full regular set. Like I said, there's a chance we get 2 complete promo sets out of the case. But we shall see. And then after this box, I'll clear up the piles again. I feel like every quarter case is a good time to kind of clean it up. Ooh, raw footage time. We're almost about an hour. I think about 7 minutes of it or so was me farting around in the intro. So this is actually moving faster than I thought it would. It's because I don't need to actually look at any of the cards. They have them. They have them all. So we're kind of, I won't even say we're zooming through the packs. We're just going kind of fast mode. Having Seeds of Despair. Maybe it's because I have a drink. I have Dwink. It's made my insides more cold, and then now my outsides are cold. Shockingly enough, there is no blanket within reach of me. I see an extended length Kingdom Hearts table mat. Kingdom Hearts 3 mat. I'm not gonna wrap myself up in that. It's my video. I don't want to have to edit me getting up to like go get a jacket, and then I'd look. Then the cosplay's ruined. What I need to be is I just need to be inside of a turtle, and then maybe I would warm up. I wonder, does the inside of the Polnareff turtle have a thermostat? Are they at like a fixed temperature in there? I think getting an SP would fire me up. I think that's what I need. And we have not hit anything here in box 8 yet. My goodness. I hope the second half of the case is just filled with double hit boxes. Because this first half outside of box 1 have been pretty rough. Oof. Diablo. Alright, what we got here? You have Pursuer of Information about you. Right, it's the first hit of this box, but we only have a couple packs left, so not looking super great. About hitting 2 hits. You could, though. You could. It just feels like when you have 2-hit boxes, usually you get your first one earlier in the box. I just feel like, statistically, you're more likely to not have hits back-to-back out of 20 packs. There's 16 packs, 18 packs. It might be 18 packs, whatever. Out of whatever amount of packs in a box here, you're more likely not going to be having them kind of clustered together. But it has happened. But all right, last pack here, box 8. We've only had 2 double hit boxes this entire case so far. Alrighty, so ideally we only want 2 single hit boxes in the second half and 6 double hits. Well, we'll see. 8 boxes left. Let me tidy up here. Move our uncommons. Move our commons. Our rares. Here, and our climax commons. Yoki. Box 9. So this is getting a little dusty over here. Ever heard the Bruno promo? Yeah, he is number 5. So we have 1 complete set of the promo so far. Open for 2. There we go. I don't even know if you guys noticed this. Keeps riding up here. I don't think anyone's looking at that, but it bothers me. I need, like, pins. I used to have bobby pins somewhere. I don't know where they are. Maybe I'll just get more next time I go to, like, Target or whatever. Or, like, little black clips. Just for any kind of, like, fashion accessories, things like that. Beacon dispelling in the darkness. Rampant Death. Alrighty. Another climax. Should ideally be an indicator of a 2-hit box. We'll see. Usually you don't get one on your own on the climaxes, but maybe. Possible. But no SPs yet, just the 1 SSP. Like I said, when the hits are hiding, I start to get a little stressed. Start to get a little stressed out. Freezing World. Alrighty, so this was a 2-hit box. Okay. Spinner of Lies. I wonder what SPs we're going to find here. So, I do believe all the regular gang has SPs, if I remember correctly. The Trish foils, I do think, are the most expensive. and then followed by Giorno. I don't think Diavolo has a regular SP. I think Diavolo just has the secret. None of the other antagonists have SPs. Like, it's a little surprising, but I mean, also, there's already enough SPs as there are. Now I feel like you get Weiss sets, like, you know, like a Zerlane and Nikkei and stuff, where it's like, oh, 50 SPs. But, you know, this 7's kind of a lot for regular SPs. So, I feel like if this set was maybe made now, all of the other, like, Diavolo and the weird baby man, risotto and stuff. I feel like prosciutto, all those people, I feel like they would probably have SPs now if this was a set made in like 2025 or 2026. But I want to say this came out like 2019 or early 2020. It's a pretty older set. They did the reprint for it when they were just trying to get JoJo hype. When they did the Stone Ocean and Stardust Crusaders extra boosters is when they had the reprint come around. So I think this reprint case, I think, is even older and has been in my bedroom longer than I think it has. It's kind of moved, like, spots around the room. You know, just the case, just chilling, you know? Just so, it's so bad. But you know, I was marinating it, and it marinated into a first box SSP. But we haven't seen anything else yet, and we're about to get into box number 10. I'm so nervous. So we've had 9 boxes, and we've had 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits in 9 boxes. There's our Trish promo. That certainly bounced off the green screen. Does this make noise that you guys can hear? No, I can hear it. I think it also just like the noise gate gets out the pack noise. The noise gate will even cut me off if I start speaking in a high voice. What is this? Is this Mista SSP? Or Naranja? Naranja SP? It is choosing his own path, Naranja. Alrighty. SP here. I like Naranja. Thought he was cool. I like his fit. I do think that is literally the cheapest possible SP in this. I remember when this set came out, like I said, since I haven't looked at prices since the reprint, but like when the first edition set first came out, that card was like $25, which is so cheap. So I would imagine it's more now just because it's hard to find. I feel like everything TCG wise is just getting more expensive every day. But I do think that is like the worst possible card we could have gotten. Because like I said, I would buy one if I didn't pull one. But I would prefer to have to buy a Naranja instead of buying a Trish. Please, let me pull a Trish. I've never pulled a Trish SP. Not in first ed. Like, I've never pulled one. Malone on the JoJo Rare. Weird baby man. Or Naranja. How everyone has like crazy lipstick. It looks good. High fashion. I like those Instagram accounts where people just like do cool outfits and they'll do like, oh, JoJo Part 5 inspired outfits. And I'm like, where do you guys have all these crazy clothes coming from? Like, I could never wear this, like, somewhere for real. I would feel so awkward. I don't have enough aura points to wear it. But Naranja world. The gunshots, mister. Piles. No, the piles are sliding. Okay. Crisis averted. I do think we might be just due for one more SP. I hope we get 2 more, but I have a feeling that we're just gonna see 1 more. We'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Macho! He who sinks into the ground. Predator of the waters. Wouldn't that be the gorilla? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I'm so funny. One thing I'm noticing too, the green screening of the wig has like a green halo. I don't hate the way it looks. I feel like it gives it more like anime definition. Because the rest of me doesn't. It's just around the wig. I'm sorry, my super legitimately top layer hair bleached and dyed pink. It's real. Yeah, this is like green halo. Kind of cool. Giorno promo. We got 2 Giornos. We're close to a full set. We need another Bruno, Naranja, and Mista. And we'd have a second full set. Let's keep it rolling. This is box number 11. Rating. We're almost at the 3/4 mark. I feel like it's giving me this effect. Up, her hair gets green screened out. I feel like it's giving me the green effect. I like it. Normally I'd be like, it's bad, but I think it looks cool. I'm just gonna pretend it's intentional, is what I'm saying. It's totally intentional. You're of true double R. Sowing seeds of despair, the world's truth. That's a nice JoJo rare if we can find that one. I also believe Grand Death's kind of expensive for a JoJo rare. For like a non-main character one. Because I think it just has Pesci on it. Ooh, I'm starting to feel it in my brain. Oh. Because I went like this. I raised my eyebrows and then it made my brain squeeze. My brain is trying to break out of the wig. Do-do-do-do-do. Waken Trish. I never really noticed that Trish's hair is more of a mullet, like a pink mullet. I feel like people are bringing back mullets, especially like K-pop. There's a phase a couple years ago in K-pop where like everybody, they were given mullets. Some of them actually look good. But I feel like I've grown up just listening to mullet slander. I don't know, maybe mullets will be back here for real in 2026 or 2027. Business in the front, party in the back. That's what they say, right? Raise the world. I just feel like you don't get automatically bullied for having a mullet anymore. Dude, our boxes have been real rough. I'm saying dude into the void. What do we got here? This looks fun. Mista! He's screaming. Mista, heavy gunshots. I want to count and see how many foils we're up to. Because I feel like we are underperforming pull rate-wise. But I'll count after we finish box 12 here. Because I'll be tidying up anyways. We'll just wait. The urge! It's my channel, I can do what I want. But the urge to count them right now is very distracting. You have another Fugo, alright. Uh-oh. Any more caffeine? Maybe if I'm more caffeinated, we'll have better pulls. Maybe if I give the case caffeine. Here you go, buddy. Maybe the case doesn't like being smothered in empty pack wrappers. Alrighty. Box number 12. You've had the Bruno SSP and the Narancha so far. Driven by Fates, Journal. Stopio is a rare. Did not mean to put him in the double R pile. Although we've had so many double Rs by now, the pile for double Rs is about the same height as the rare size pile for a quarter case versus a 3/4 case of double Rs. I will say, Abacio's backstory is sad. I don't really like him though. I'm just not a fan. One thing I do want to read JoJo. JoJo is a series I've only watched. I've not read JoJo. I wonder how the experience differs. Because for some series, there's really not too much of a difference. Outside of just like anime injecting filler. But for some series, there is a really big difference between the anime and the manga. So I'm curious if JoJo's one of those where it's pretty similar, or if it's vastly different. But it's just, I really don't have room. I am tempted, you know, whenever the annual or semi-annual Barnes & Noble, you know, buy one get one 50% off. I'm like, ooh, what if I just got all these JoJo? And I'm like, I have no bookshelf room to put all these hardcover JoJo books. They do look nice, though. I have a few JoJo art books. I have the Rohan books. I've got the Rohan à Louvre. Rohan en français. Japonais. From Kinokuniya yesterday, but I don't have any actual like JoJo volumes, like main series JoJo. I also have, wasn't there a spin-off? I have volume 1. It's in my to read pile of some Diamond is Unbreakable spin-off. That's not the Rohan books. We have a hit here. We got Fugo, Smoke of Death. Also, from these cards, you would think Fugo is much more involved with part 5 than he actually is. A lot of Fugo cards in here for not a lot of Fugo being in Golden Wind. Well, do 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 do. Giorno. This Pericolo card's crazy. I know I keep saying that, but it's just like, imagine that being your first experience to JoJo is watching me open a pack and you get that guy doing that. I don't know what's real or not. I'm afraid to say what he's even doing before like YouTube like gets mad at me. I don't know. I don't care enough. You guys can look at the picture. If you're blind, I'm sorry. I cannot describe the card to you. If you're just listening to me yap and you can't see the card, I'm sorry. But we have targeting the hidden treasure here. Alrighty, so this was a 2-hit box. Fugo and these guys. The guys that get beat up on a boat, right? Alrighty. Fugo rare to wrap things off. And that is our 3/4 case mark. Let me move this chunk of commons. Move the uncommons. The climax commons and the rares too. We still have the climax rares and the double R piles from the beginning on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on. My finger slipped and I couldn't remember if that was 9 or if that was the beginning of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 out of 14. I really need these last 4 boxes to bring it in. I need these last 4 boxes to bring it in. And there's still a chance that we go 7 and 9, right? There's still a chance we go 7 and 9, which would be better than, 13 and 3. Please. We're not gonna get half. We're not gonna get 50-50. 2 foil and 1 foil. If we go 4 for 4 here, if we go Wendy's 4 for 4, we can go 7 and 9. I am not believing. But maybe we pull it off. It is possible. It certainly is possible. Maybe if I give the pack caffeine. Alrighty. Come on. Pull me a Trish, please. Please also the regular Trish JoJo rare. The gold one's like $100. And the silver one's probably up there too. I want the Trish foils. I don't want to have to buy them. Emperor Crimson. I heard Weiss is changing their case pattern once again. In Japanese, then that change will make its way to English as well. I don't like how Bushiroad swapped it up so much the past few years. Although I guess it's been like past 6 years and it just feels like it's been longer than that. Or shorter than that, rather. But I can't remember what they're changing it to this time. We have Determination to Awaken. This theoretically should be a 2-hit box. Hey, it's me, but green. What I want to get my hands on, I want to get my hands on some of the Japanese Weiss Schwarz Blau boxes. Like, there's a Sanrio one with a lot of cute Cinnamoroll and other Sanrio character cards. That would be fun to open. Those boxes, I think, are pretty hard to find, though. They seem expensive when I see them on, like, eBay or whatever. The Weiss Schwarz Blau is not in any other language besides English. It's made by Bushiroad. So this was a 2-hit box. We got Seko. He who sinks into the ground. But no SP in here. But yeah, Weiss Schwarz Blau. I think there's like Weiss Schwarz Rosé. Blau seemed to be aimed more towards kind of husbando-y sets. But then there's like random Disney stuff too in the Weiss Schwarz Blau line. There's Sanrio. So I really don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. It's hard to kind of keep up with everything sometimes. I try my best, but especially on foreign TCGs, sometimes I get a little mixed up. Truth. Spinner of lies. Seeker of truth versus spinner of lies. Who wins? 480. So we have a chance still to go. 7 for 9. We still have a chance. We still have a chance. Like I said, we've hit 1 out of 4. If we go 4 for 4, we can do it. So I would also love to find 2 more SPs. I would love to have 3 in the SSP, but I have a feeling it's just 1. I want to be proven wrong, though. We need Nabachio to get a second set here. Another Nabachio. Promos. Be up a little bit. We're getting close to the end, though. We're getting close to the end. At least we won't have too big of a recap at the end. We'll take a look at our foils. I'm not going to sort the double R's just quite yet. That's stuff I'll do. I'll be sorting everything off camera. I'll also be trying to find my Giorno sleeves. It's weird because I saw them over the weekend and I was like, oh, my Giorno sleeves. I thought I put them. I have a couple boxes, like the Pokemon lunchbox things, where I just shove like packs of sleeves in, like decorative sleeves. Like I have all my Final Fantasy sleeves in there. I have some Cardfight Vanguard sleeves. I have Yu-Gi-Oh sleeves in there. I thought I put the Giorno sleeves in there. So I went and I looked in there and they weren't there. And I was like, huh, I must have thought I was going to do that and then not do that. So I also have to find wherever those Giorno sleeves are so I can binder up all the foils. But I'll be sorting everything. If you missed it at the beginning, since I don't need any of the commons, uncommons, rares, etc., I'll be listing them on TCG Player. So if you're ever thinking about picking up some of the cards to play one of the Golden Wind decks, I will have all of the non-foils available. Link in the description. So I'll be sorting all of this eventually. I don't know if it's going to be tonight. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. But eventually. No hits yet in this box. I like this picture. He's like, using his own path, Naranja. Noble resolutions. Fear of shrinking. Oh man, this might break our chances. This might break our chance. We do have a hit here. It's green. Is it the Fugo SP? It's the Fugo SP. Ah man, the second cheapest card. No! No! This guy is barely even in this show. That's fine. That's fine. Like I said, I need him anyways. Please give me a Trish. I just want a Trish. Please. Please. I'm sitting here trying to think. Were we guaranteed an SSP in this case? Every case of JoJo that I've opened has had an SSP. But I don't know if it's a master case hit. So I don't know if that was like Super Gas Box 1 and now I'm just crying for no reason. Because I remember I pulled a Giorno in the first case I did. We had a second case. Someone in store at the old shop got a Giorno out of that second case. And then the third case, I opened for a guy and we hit a Giorno in there. So to me, every case has had an SSP. But I don't know if it's like a master case hit. Or if it's like one half of the master has SSP and the other one has secret. Because that's what I thought. But I don't know if maybe it's 3 SPs and then, or 2 SPs and a... We have a nice Giorno card here. One chosen by fate. This looks good. Good looking card. So I don't know. I think I'm confusing myself. I think it's probably SSP or secret, but that one, yeah, we had the Fugo and the Giorno, so we did hit there as well. So we still have a chance. We are 2 for 2. We want to go 3 for 3 here. Hopefully just get some of the nice, even if I can't get another SP, get some nice JoJo rares. So we did there at the Giorno. Ideally, the Trish. Oh, there's another Naranja. There's our third Naranja. So ideally, I want a Trish JoJo rare here. The, I don't even know what card it is. The one like this, which we've done well with these. We had the Bruno one, we had the Giorno one. We hit the Trish one. And ideally a Grand Death. Those should be some of the bigger regular cards in here. And then we hit one of the 2 SSPs. So we're still doing all right. Or just our SP pulls are pretty weak, unfortunately. But such is the gamble you take when you get a full case instead of buying singles, right? I could have won if I hit all the top cards. But if I hit all the bottom cards, but I didn't hit all the bottom cards. I hit a Bruno SSP. Like, I just want more. I want more. I want more. I want more. My wallet, I can feel it crying. Oh. I can feel the stuff around my apartment scream in terror as it realizes more of it will be sold in order to buy JoJo cards. They weren't in the case. That's been marinating for like almost 2 years. We shall see what I can find. Awaken power, me! Leader of lies. I think having 2 playsets of cards, though, will be decent as well. For me to try and recoup some back to get more singles. Like I said, I haven't looked at prices. Maybe everything's like bottomed out and it'll be cheap. Yay! I don't think so, though. I don't know that Weiss hasn't really. Some older Weiss sometimes gets bought out. Now it seems like the anime shilling has kind of pivoted into Union Arena, which I don't think will last unless the market props up the value of 1-stars. Because I feel like 1-stars are too cheap, right? Like you get, most of the time you get 1 per box. Sometimes you get 2 if you're really lucky. And your box hit on like a $65 box will be like $4. If it stays that way, the Union Arena investors are gonna flee. Especially with such mappability, right? With like, it's like 1 2-star per case or higher. Like here, it's like, yeah, it's a $16 case on this old. Which Union Arena is also a $16 case. But you're getting like 3 hits a case. That's why this, I think, is done with the Fugo, the Narancha, and the Bruno. But there's still value in the other cards. It feels like Union Arena, it's nice because it's to play and stuff, right? It's cheap. But as the boxes go up, if the singles don't come up with it, the boxes will go back down. Like, that's the thing to me that's weird about One Piece. Especially OP13. And, like, you can tell that it's not, like, an organic price rise. It's because the boxes are going sky high, but nothing besides the mangas are going with it. Like, none of the regular hits are going with it. And it's just very bizarre. This is a good card to pull, the World's Truth. This is another nice one. So I'm happy with this, for sure. That's nice. So ideally in the last box, if I don't hit another SP, which I don't think I will, I want the Trish JoJo Rare, the profile one, and I'd like a Grand Death. I think is the card. Heshi one. I think it's called Grand Death. That would be the ideal last box. But let's finish out. We got 2 packs left here. Oh, is this Trish? Oh, we hit another one! I am so excited! That's awesome! That's Pog. Yay! I was convinced that was it. I was convinced that was it. That is even better! Yes, Giorno! That's super sick. That is amazing. I was like, oh, it's gonna be the Trish JoJo Rare. Even better. Alrighty, and that's a perfect opportunity for me to show you guys the difference between the cards, right? Between first edition and the reprint. Right, it's just the signature color. But also it's a good way to ask, like, which one do you guys think looks better? On the monitor, I feel like you can't really tell that they're different. Wait. They are different. They are different. I'm trying to... The gold's on the left and silver's on the right. I feel like they both look gold on the monitor, but it is a silver. It is silver for sure. Yeah. That's why, like I said, usually there's not any kind of text on the regular SRs, but the thing is, this set doesn't have SRs. It has all JoJo rares. So, which is why when they announced it, I was like, yay, reprint. But then I realized all the JoJo rares were gonna be silver too, and I was like, gosh dang it. This one's easier, much easier to see. So they're all different. So I need both. I need both. Duh. But that is why I got a whole case. Like if these weren't different, I would not have bought a case. If these weren't different, I would not. I was just like, you know what? I can YOLO it. I can YOLO it on ideally getting the most expensive SPs and a good SSP, or maybe even, you know, higher, and get most of the JoJo rares so I don't have to buy them. So thankfully it did work out. The Giorno was honestly a big savior here in this case on that regular Giorno. Oh man, very happy about that. Okay, and here's the sleeve. I was like, I just lost the sleeve that Jorno was in. I'll put him back. Okay, wow, woo! Okay, so it was 3 SPs and 1 SSP. So now I'm back to wondering if the Bruno was a bonus or not. Because I've never not pulled an SSP. And you know what? It reminds me, opening this reminds me of that one California store that's not around anymore, I don't think, JKTCG. They used to have always all their foils like dirt cheap. Like super cheap. I miss them. I miss them. No one's taking it for the team anymore because there is no team. Everyone needs to make money. There is no team. There's only capitalism. But it was really weird to order stuff from them. I did a couple times, I think, actually, on Cardcaptor Sakura when I was putting together my English master set of that. And I think I ordered... I think I remember the Mista being a $25 SP because I'm pretty sure I bought it from them. I think I bought my Fugo Mista, or Fugo Narancha, and maybe an Abaccio from them back in the day. As well as some other cards. But yeah, I misspoke there. The Narancha was the one that was like super cheap. We do have another Bruno. So Abaccio here. Oh no, I was complaining about Abaccio earlier, but I should have been complaining about Bruno. So we actually did have 2 full sets of promos. We had an extra Narancha and extra Fugo. That's cool. That's cool. I had the full set, but like I said, that's neat because I don't think it's necessarily collated that way. I think that's just pure luck. So that's cool. All right, last box. I want to hit one of these. And I want to hit the Trish JoJo rare. And then I'll be over the moon if I can hit both of those here. All right, good luck me. Hey! Hey! There we go! There we go. Why is he caressing him like that? What is going on? What are they doing? Righty. All right, last box, last box, last box. Last box, and then I can snatch my weave. Yoink. And then it'd be like, it was not me. I am not Trish Una. I am, in fact, Allylotl. Oh, we got these creepers. Okay, well, you know what? We had a 2-hit box to wrap things off. I can't pull Trish cards for the life of me, even if I dress up as Trish. Unless we have, like, a weird 3-hit box. Maybe the other boxes being so quote-unquote terrible was an error and we get a 3-hit box. And then we would actually hit the 8-8 ratio. But we're 7 and 9, so I'm happy with that. Unless I've been doing my math wrong the entire time and we're worse. I don't think we're better. But I will count. We'll recap just the foils. But yeah, so I still need to complete my Stone Ocean set. I'll still need to grab singles from here and eventually track down some of those gold foils I need from First Ed Golden Wind. But otherwise, my Weiss sets remain as complete as possible. I have the full... Okay, there's one promo card that I'm missing from the Japanese Cardcaptor Sakura. There is one promo card that I'm missing. From 25th anniversary. Or 30th? Whatever. The anniversary set. The second Cardcaptor, not clear card. There's one Japanese promo I'm missing from there. So the Cardcaptor Sakura clear card was released as an English edition exclusive, but then Cardcaptor Sakura is huge in Japan, so the Japanese player base got jealous, so they made a Japanese Cardcaptor set that's different. So I have the full master set of that as well. English, I have everything. Every promo card except the World's promo that sells for like $20,000. I don't have one of those. I'm pretending that card doesn't exist. Otherwise, I have that full set. So yeah, I'm pretty close on things. You know, outside of Stone Ocean, I mean, even this one's pretty close to being done. I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased. This case definitely could have been a lot worse. It could have been better, but it could have been worse. So I'm happy with it. It was fun. JoJo jump scare saved it to me being like, yeah, I was happy with that. I was happy with that. I was like, I can't be mad about the Bruno. I was a little disappointed. I would have preferred the Giorno. Like I said, anything that I didn't hit, I'm gonna have to buy. So me being disappointed is just because I don't want to spend more, not because I'm actually unhappy. You know, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Alrighty. Two climax JoJo. I guess well, it doesn't really matter because they're all just JoJo rares instead of like triple R's versus SRs. It just feels weird to get 2 climax JoJo rares in a box. So part of me is like, oh, is it gonna be like super weird error 3-hit box? This would be the last chance we have. Let's see. Now we got Mista White. What? You watch Breaking Bad. I feel like that wouldn't surprise too many people that know me. I'm not a TV person. I'm not like a streaming I mean I stream, but I don't watch like streaming. Except now, like I said, I need to figure out how I'm gonna watch Steel Ball Run because I'm trying to enjoy things. I do have Crunchyroll. I watched it one day when I got it, and then I haven't watched this. I have this TV here. My head's been all over the place. Like I said, I'm trying to just inject whimsy into my life, but also I need to have enough money to pay my rent and stuff and bills, so I'm trying to make space so you guys don't say I'm in my hoarder dungeon. There's a reason I haven't shown you all what it looks like in here. It's still a work in progress. So I'm trying to work on that, but I'm also trying to like inject fun. So, and the videos have been fun. But it just doesn't help me like pick stuff up. In fact, it makes more of a mess. There's so much pack carnage here and box carnage. Hold on, if I roll the chair over the packs, the audio doesn't pick it up. Okay, it's crunchy though. But we did have 3 SPs in here. We had Fugo, Naranja, and Giorno. That's cool. With these silver signatures. We had the SSP Bruno, Soul's Will, Ducati. Now for climaxes on the triple R, on the JoJo rares, we did have 7, so that's really nice. We had World's Truth and Grand Death in there, which those are pretty nice price, if I remember correctly. And then for our regular JoJo rares, very nice journal. But I like it with the quotes. Really fun. I feel like the lines in part 3 might be a bit more memorable than some of the part 5 lines. But I still really like that it has the quotes on there in Japanese. But that was super fun. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I don't know how many of you guys hung out with me for this nearly 2-hour excursion. If you jump to the ends, well, there's the recap. I'll also try and put, to the best of my ability, what's it called? Chapters, video chapters. I don't think I'm going to go through and figure out when each box happened, but maybe like, you know, start and then recap. That's really all you need. But yeah, very, very pleased with that. Very pleased with how that turned out. I was a little nervous. I will say I was a little nervous there when we just had these. But adding that Giorno in there definitely put a smile on my face. But that was really fun. That was really fun. I wish I had my Giorno sleeves around. Like I said, I don't know where I put them. I'm going to end the video and then they're going to be like, oh, I left, previous Ally left them there for future Ally, like in plain sight, and I just missed them. But you know what? Maybe that'll give credence to a binder update video at some point once I'm able to flesh out the sets like I did. Last time I added JoJo cards and card captor cards to my binders. I had a video. I'll do another one. If you want to see something like that, let me know in the comments below. No guarantee, but I can kick that idea around in my mind if it does sound like something you all would be interested in. That was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I won't take up any more of your time, but I hope that you enjoyed all the time that you did let me take up with you. If you watched me while eating dinner, I hope your food was good, or if I was like background noise, I hope I was a fun podcast for you guys. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. You know, I'm trying not to take it personal. If you guys did have fun with it, you know, let me know what I could do to improve next time. How else am I going to make good videos, right? If I don't know what I'm not doing 100% correct. So if you guys have suggestions, any things like that, comments, your favorite JoJo character, your favorite part, your favorite card, let me know in the comments below. Talk about it. Have a good chat down there. Chat with other comments. Chat with me. All that jazz. But yeah, that should do it for me here today. Don't know exactly what my upload schedule is going to be next week. We'll see if we have any bonus videos. We'll see if we get in the pop century. We'll see what we do next week. That's next week's problem. But thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, nighttime, whenever you're watching. And I hope you all join me in the next video. Bye-bye. Ew, that wasn't Trish. That was just YouTuber Allylotl with her egg-shaped head.